Hi everyone. So this is my last little video that I am going to do today. I'll try and start by saying if you like any of the content in this video, if you find it helpful, if you could please give me a thumbs up and any positive comments, that would be great. I've just started this channel and I'm trying to get that positive feedback, see what people are interested in so that can direct the content that I add. So if you haven't watched any of my videos before, my financial situation is that I'm a full-time primary school teacher. I recently purchased a home a couple of months ago, which I was very excited about, to do that as a single person. So I've purchased a home. I have a renter in there at the moment to start paying that off for me, and I'm renting in a home I've lived in for the last 7 years that I really love. I love overseas travel. I've traveled quite a lot, and now I'm in the position where I really want to get on top of my finances and grow my investments and have real stability in my future. So as fun as all the trips were, and I'd never take them back, I'm really wanting to find stability with my finances. So something that I do to help support my finances are that I've got side income coming in. So in addition to being a full-time primary school teacher, which I really love, and in Australia we're lucky, we're quite well paid for being teachers. I know that in other countries that's not necessarily the case. Things I've heard from the United States, I feel like you guys need to be paid far more. But anyway, that's on a side note. So I love my job. So that's something to start with. I have a job that I love. I get the opportunity to work with amazing children, beautiful colleagues. I love the school that I work at. And I'm constantly challenged. I'm constantly busy. I get a chance to be creative and have fun. So I love my main job. And I think that it's really important if you're looking to establish financial stability that you are working in a field that you like. Otherwise, oh my goodness, it's a lot of years working there and it's difficult to feel motivated. So I love my job. And I'm very grateful for the opportunities that I have at my work. Now, because of the type of work that I do, and I work, not that it's a standard 9 to 5, but because I work Monday to Friday, I've got weekends off. And as I mentioned, I'm single, I don't have children at this stage. Fingers crossed down the track, I have children. Maybe a nice husband would be nice. Anyway, that's a side note. But because I have my weekends free, I have the capacity to earn some extra income. So 3 years ago, I did my yoga teacher training. So I'd been going to yoga for probably 4 or 5 years, maybe 4 years, when I decided to do my yoga teacher training. And I loved yoga. From as soon as I started it, I liked the physical challenge, I liked the emotional benefits, the mindfulness, and I really loved the studio that I was going to. So I was going to a studio called Hot House Yoga in Eltham, in Melbourne, Victoria, and I was lucky enough that when I finished my yoga teacher training, which was a bit of an investment, I think that it ended up costing me, I think I got an early bird price and it was like $3,800 to do my 200-hour yoga teacher training. And when I did it, I thought, I'll just do it to kind of depth my knowledge and my interest in yoga, and I'll see whether I want to teach it. And I was so fortunate that Sarah, the beautiful studio owner at Hot House, once she knew I'd finished my training, asked me if I wanted to do some covers at the studio. And I loved it. I knew the people there already. I felt like I was given license to teach the way that I want to. And quickly I started to develop my confidence as a yoga teacher. And I was then given a regular class. So Sarah's amazing daughter, Lucy, who's an incredible teacher, she went to live overseas in Paris, the lucky thing. And so I got to take her Friday night class, and then I ended up getting the regular Sunday class, and I've done covers and things. So I've been teaching there for 3 years now. That's gone so fast. And in addition to that, I've been really lucky that I've been approached by other yoga studio owners for opportunities. So at the moment, I'm at another wonderful studio called Symmetry Yoga in Yarrambat in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. And Jazzy, who runs that, is just, like Sarah, just incredible. So I'm super lucky that at the moment I teach 3 yoga classes. So I teach one on Sunday morning, one on Sunday afternoon, and I'm about to start a Monday night class. So that gives me some extra money each week. That the money I get from my yoga teaching, it covers my petrol, it covers my food shopping, and it covers things like if I want to go out for coffee, if I want to buy a movie ticket or go out for dinner. So that's huge for me to not have to touch my own money to be able to do those things. So that's how I've been using that income. The other thing that I do is tutoring. And again, I've been so fortunate with this that I taught this absolutely amazing girl that she's a fellow Sagittarian like me. She's a fellow chatterbox. And I taught her in grade 2, and I developed a really wonderful relationship with her mum, who's lovely, and the child that I tutor is just divine. And I've been tutoring for the last 2 years, so this is going into my 3rd year of tutoring her. That's heaps of fun. I just do that one night a week after work, and it doesn't feel like work at all. I have lots of fun. We laugh so much. She's a great kid, and it's fun for me because as she's progressing to higher levels of school, I get to plan other levels, not just for my year 2s. So again, that's extra money. And what I had kind of been doing was with my tutoring money, and if I picked up extra yoga classes, I was just spending it on whatever I wanted. It's like, oh great, I've got an extra, $100 this week that I wasn't expecting, so I'll buy a dress. I'm mindful that's not very helpful. Not that I think it was a bad thing. Sometimes you need to buy things. I invested in this dress, which I love, but I got this dress on sale, reduced from $200 down to $99. But anyway, again, side note and a random tangent. But what my aim is for my tutoring money, and if I get any extra yoga classes to teach this year, any cover classes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that money straight away against my personal loan. So in order for me to be able to purchase my home, I did have to take out a small personal loan to cover stamp duty and extra charges, and I'm keen to pay that off as quickly as I can. So it's got a higher interest rate than what my car had. So my car will be paid off this year. I've just put some extra money against the car, so I just made a $7,100 bonus payment against my car. So by the end of this year, that debt will be gone, because interest, what a boring expense. So the way I look at it now is there's some things that, yes, I'd love. I'd love to go overseas, although it's quite tricky at the moment. New clothes and things. There's things that you'll look at and think, yeah, I'd like that. But it's not worth going into debt for. And also when you've got debt, and you add the interest on, you're just throwing money away. So my goal, as I said, is with that side income from tutoring and any extra funds I get for yoga cover, that's going to go straight toward paying down that personal loan. Once the personal loan is paid off, I'm going to let myself go on a good holiday. So it's quite an incentive as well. If I can really hustle, pay down that extra debt. And again, like I said, I love my main job. I love being a teacher. I love being a yoga teacher, and I love my tutoring. So I'm very fortunate that all of my jobs are enjoyable for me. They're also sociable. They keep me fit and healthy. They allow me to be creative. So I'm very lucky that none of them feel like work. But I do want to be better at utilising that extra income to pay down debt, so that when I've paid that off and that I'm not wasting money on interest, then whatever I earn is my money. So then I might have some extra targets about paying extra off the mortgage. But I just wanted to point out that there are lots of different ways that you can earn a side income. Like I said, for me, it's yoga teaching and tutoring. I'm already a teacher, so yoga teaching, I think, it's easier for me in some ways. I'm not the best at yoga physically. There's a lot of teachers far better, far more advanced than me, but I think it's my teaching skills that really help me with my yoga teaching. And likewise, obviously, I'm a teacher, so tutoring works for me. But for you, you might be super creative. So you might be able to get involved in, events organisation. I had a job that paid really well, actually, when I was at university, finishing off my psychology degree before I did my education qualification. I worked at a major sports stadium in the car park, and that was like $25 an hour to scan people's tickets. So that was and I kept that as a side job when I had a full-time job because I could do it on the weekends. So just if you work a 9 to 5 or a Monday to Friday, maybe think about if there's a weekend job that you could do. Obviously, you don't want to give away too much of your time, but maybe it could be that you do a job in hospitality, or you do like Saturday morning receptionist role. You might walk dogs. You might create an Etsy store, like my very talented friend Anna from Anna Mac Designs, who created these beautiful earrings. So I'm always wearing earrings from Anna Mac Designs or ADOC. So just have a bit of a think, firstly, about what are some things that you enjoy and you're interested in. How can you market yourself to maybe earn some extra income from that? And how could that extra income change your life? So whether it be that straight away, that money's covering some of your regular weekly expenses, that money might help you to be able to invest. So I would really recommend side income. I wouldn't recommend things like MLMs. I feel like for them, you're investing a lot of money in products and things. There's no guarantees with what you get back. So, if you want to go down that avenue, fine, but I'm personally not recommending that. I'm recommending things where you're guaranteed a certain amount of money for your services, or for working for someone else for a set amount of time. And it might just be that you've got 1 year left of your car repayments, and if you picked up a side job, you can pay that debt off sooner and then start saving for a holiday or something fun. So just have a think about side income. Really valuable, really fun. So think about your side income, maybe write a list. Please, as I said earlier, if you like the video or if you'd like to share your ideas with the community, please pop it in the comments, and have a beautiful afternoon. Bye.